Hello, Sarah. Hello, Pat.
Hello.
Hello.
So today we're gonna talk about more things about how to finish our project. And what was our problem again?
That the
Children,
students. Go ahead.
yeah, don't know what the homework is.
The students do not know what the homework was. Okay.
Mhm.
Homework was, and we also had a wiki page, which is right over here, and we create a wiki page for it. So the common problem, just like we said it before, students don't know what the homework was. And did we figure out anything about the needs
Um,
to solve the problem, come up with ways such as getting information, students such as
Well, we talked about two different surveys. One survey would be of the students to try to find out the characteristics of the students. That's what the teacher suggested, and then also to get suggestions from parents and the teachers, other teachers, and staff people. So those were two activities that we would do if we were doing this for real.
Okay, and then Pat, I remember you also made a homework and needs assessment.
I started. Yeah, I didn't finish it. Yeah.
Okay, so we have that online as well. I can see right now your name, contact information, and role relationship with. So you did different choice ones, and then so that was online, and then they could just use it. Okay, that was really good. Is there anything you want to add, Sarah, for the need? Sarah?
well, yeah. For the needs, I think survey was well. I don't think about anything else.
Okay. All right. So nothing else was needed for the needs part of our assignment. How about the audience? Where are we all clear on who the audience is on this project?
It's the students, right? That's
Mhm.
the seventh grade students. Is that what we decided?
Yes, in class we decided was seventh grade Chinese language students in
Right.
a middle school in the United States. They are full-time students. They are taking morning and afternoon classes. Um, for the majority part, they do not speak Chinese at home, right?
Right.
So, just to clarify my confusion, so the teacher and the parents do not count as our audience, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
They were just, but we were supposed to consult with them on what they think is needed.
Right, because their opinion also do take effect on the problem as well.
Right. Right.
Okay, so let's follow our steps that we learned from the book, Making It Happen. The next one will be objectives. So far, what we have, I'm going to read off from our wiki pages. Our objective, increase the homework completion rate to 70% by the end of a semester.
I just made that up.
You made it up?
We didn't discuss that, but I just put that out to start with.
Okay, so what do we think? Any ideas? Any other objectives? So maybe perhaps posting homework on a web page or someplace that students all have access to. Is that possible?
Is that how we would accomplish our objective?
I'm not sure. So
we're supposed to talk about objectives, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
what is it we're trying to achieve? Like, we want to solve the problem. So how will we know when the problem is solved? Well, right now, like what is the problem now? Like how many people don't have their homework every day? Maybe, do you think like 5 students every day don't have their homework, and we want to make sure that maybe only 1 student doesn't have their homework? Is that what we're trying to do? Or do we want like all of their students to always have their homework? Or
yeah, I think, and one of the objectives, I think, the students will be more, will get more involved in the classroom activities. Since they did their homework, then they will be more active, I think.
Okay.
How about students will be able to, how about 90% of students will be able to see the homework on the homework board? Can we make sure that they see the homework?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, maybe we should make sure that, I don't know if we want to tie it into the board. I mean, we talked about this possibility that there's more than one way for them to get the assignment.
Right.
And you were saying how, as a teacher, the website might be very difficult for you to maintain. So we talked about there might be a couple of different alternative ways to get the assignment to the students.
Yeah, I was a little confused on this. I'm not sure if this objective is coming for us to do something, or is it for the students to do something, or is it more of both? It doesn't matter.
For the student.
Yeah, I agree. I think the objective is a change in the behavior of the students.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
And
what are the objectives you are gonna gain once the problem has been solved?
Yeah, and so we will gain that the students' behavior will change. So we just have to define what that change is and how we will know if that change has happened.
Okay, so can we do homework completion rate?
Yeah, that's why I suggested that on the wiki. I just put out a number of 70%, but I didn't know what would be.
But when we talk about homework completion rate, are you saying that more students will be completing homework, or is it student who already handed in homework will be more completed?
Oh, no, I meant more students would hand in homework. That was my...
Okay. I think that's, I think that will be more clear.
Okay.
How about over 90% of students will turn in homework?
Yeah.
I don't know, Pat, you think you could put a better way? Your English is probably better than
no, I think that's how we would say it. Oh, no, I think that's right. I think that's how we say it.
Over
90% of the students will turn in their homework on time. Well, we don't have to say on time. It's not just as long as they turn it in.
Right, turn in homework. So should I say with the word completed, or should I don't emphasize on that? We just want them to turn in homework.
Yeah, ideally we would want to find out if they knew what the assignment was. You know. So we'd have to have some way of making sure that, they could just turn in a piece of paper and it would be something totally wrong. And they would say, well, why did you do this? Oh, I didn't know what we had to do. I didn't know what the assignment was. So I just, I thought we had to do chapter 2, not chapter 3. So we have to figure out. So they turn in the correct homework, or at least, I don't know. What do you think, Sarah?
I think what you are talking about is their attention to their homework.
Okay.
It is not the task itself, their attention.
Okay.
So I see there is a difference.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We might change the language, maybe.
The objective?
No, that's, how the language of the objective, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean, oh, I think what she meant was how it's awarded, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you?
So your objective is to complete the homework, whatever it is, or to be done as it should be.
My what I thought before was over 90% of the students will turn in homework. So without anything else added, it was just turn in. More people turn in.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think, you guys? What do you guys want to add?
I think that's enough because we'll if we explain more, then we have more complexity. We have to add more things to the analysis and to the needs too, I think.
Pat, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's good to keep it simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we all agree?
Yep.
Okay. So over 90% of students will turn in homework. That's without anything about how well they did, or I think that's one indication of, okay, there are at least more kids turned in their homework. Maybe
Right,
that's one indication of kids are maybe noticing where the homework is.
Yeah, that's for their first step. That's step one.
Okay. All right, that's baby step one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's continue on. So our objective is set. So how about task analysis? So what we have on the wiki page was design survey and send survey to students and parents. So
Okay.
what other things should there be needed? Task analysis. So for task analysis, is that just a list of things that we need to be done in order to fix the problem?
I think it means, do we understand the problem?
Do we understand?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it means actually. But one possible meaning is we need to understand, for example, why the students are not completing their homework. Did they have music lessons? Were they sick? Why don't they know what the assignment is? Are they afraid to go to the library and look online if it's online? So we need to understand what's the barrier for each student that's not doing it.
Barrier. So barrier. Why not?
Because if it's just, it might, in some cases, it might just be their attitude. They just don't pay attention. In other cases, they really can't because they were absent or they, had some problem.
Okay, so why don't we list all of them?
Let's what?
List all of them. List all the reasons that they could possibly.
Okay. My dog ate my homework.
Okay, my dog ate my homework. Okay, that's one of the reasons. Okay, anything else?
I was sick.
Okay.
I was absent. I had a music lesson. I wasn't in class.
I wasn't in class.
Yeah.
In class. Anything else?
I don't know. If the assignment is on the computer, are we assuming, are the assignments on the computer right now, did you say? Or what?
No, we didn't define it. We're just saying that students did not turn in homework.
Okay.
That was a problem. Students did not turn in homework.
And we think they didn't turn it in because they don't know. At least one of the problems is they don't know what the assignment is. So.
Right. So, and then the other reason is I did not know what the homework was, right?
Right.
No, what's the homework? Could there be any other reason?
Oh, let's see. Well, there might be reasons that are hard to talk about, like when they get home,